Alright, welcome to another stream. On today's stream, we're going to be playing the Lings of Liberty Starcraft 2 Custom Campaign mod. Apparently this mod takes all the Terran units, rearranges their letters into funny names, and gives all of the units new abilities, as well as a completely new tech tree, and basically an entirely new, I guess, mode of operation. For instance, you don't have bunkers anymore. You basically have something that repairs your troops, your beginning troops at least. You will see. Alright, let's go ahead and get this started. Always on brutal. Alright, let's get this campaign started. Alright, the Nareem. This is actually one of the mods that I tested extensively. It's a fun mod. So first we have Nareem's. Description really doesn't tell you all what they're capable of, but this is a Marine with 12 damage and 1.72 weapon speed, so they might hit hard, but they don't fire fast. But that's okay. So they're pretty decent at kiting, but that's not their main role. We won't get their ability until the next mission. Let's put Jimmy out front in the beginning to make sure we save the life of our other Nareems. Honestly, maybe I should commentate this like I've never played it before. Alright, easy mode. Everybody knows this is just an A move map anyway. F2 A move. Oh, my mouse sensitivity is a little too high. But as you can see, normal Marines actually do a lot better than Nareems in combat. That's because the Nareems aren't using their ability, which is really good. To an extent. As you can see, the kiting potential is real. How'd you get out there? Let's see here. Let me post this link so that anyone could watch it. Although the link is in my profile, a lot of people don't really know about Discord profiles or just not familiar with them. So I will post the link the first time. There we go, for convenience. And then we will continue. Sorry, Minsk. You're not stopping the beginning of this rebellion. Alright, I'll pause this real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Can't lose a bunch of mining time due to itchy leg, you know. Now, the Nareems have their ability called Defender Mode. This ability basically acts like a liberator. Or, yeah, liberator. And you make a little zone like that, and anything that walks into it gets blasted. As you can see, the attack weapon speed went from 1.72 to 0.6. Absolutely huge. Then we have Demics, which is our next unit. They'll be our tank unit, or a tanky unit. I'll get more into them once we get them. Let's queue it up. So we don't care about, we're not playing ranked here. Let's get a chet lab, not a tech lab, a chet lab in our rab racks. We gotta make sure we don't get supply blocked by building more supply teapots. What if the intention was it being called a teapot? The world may never know. We have the command tensor in the refinery. Oh man, I better not get stuck saying it that way. Alright, now that our chet lab is done. Ah, I missed the first engagement. You'll see that these pim stacked Nareems are just out of control. Alright, now we have our Demic. Demic doesn't do a whole lot of damage, right? They have a nice shield, and their ability restores shield whenever they attack. So against Bio, like the Zerg, these bad boys are pretty tanky. As long as they don't get target fired. Which happens more often than not, unfortunately. Let's just load up on Rabracks. Oh, also, our SCVs are now VCSs. They have a lot more armor, or a lot more life, and they have regen, which is nice. It's a slow regen, but, you know, it helps quite a bit. In case you gotta pull the boys. Oh, they're teapots. Okay. We'll call them teapots. I mean, what other supplies could you want? Entire wars were fought over it. Think that's enough Rabrex? We're just gonna mass some Demics and a move across the map. As you can see, the Nareems attack super fast. I do have my settings on Ultra. You know, surprisingly, this game would lag on Ultra with a good GPU. Only once I upgraded my CPU did this game run smoothly on Ultra. Now it is tempting to try to use the Nareem's ability in combat, but it's usually not a good idea. It kind of reduces their range at the moment, and you just won't get a whole lot out of it, honestly. A nerd? Who called me a nerd? Step forward, show yourself, because you're absolutely correct. Alright, let's see here. Demic time, Nareem time. It definitely kind of makes it hard to see what's going on at times. Especially when you have them firing really quickly with their siege mode. At certain times, you know, you could put them in siege mode, but it's usually a good idea to take them out pretty quickly. Alright, let's not get blown up by Mr. Siege Tank. No repairs for you. Blowing up buildings is a good time to use siege mode. Oh man, 0 hour? I'm probably gonna have to restart multiple times on stream. Not even joking. The third mission in the game. It's just that I want to build so many Coonbers, you know, and set up a good defense. But just never works out. Seems the best defense is just to mass up a bunch of demics. Here we go. Oh boy. As you can see, we now have shield upgrades for the demics. So that's nice. And an extra mineral patch, which is double nice. Because these units are actually a lot more expensive than their vanilla counterparts. We'll see if we can keep these guys relatively close to the Coonbear. One of the big problems with using Nareems in their siege mode is that if the Zerglings run in on you, and you have to immediately unsiege, or else you just get destroyed, which happens more often than not. And here we have our first mercenary, the Canary, which is basically useless in combat, but he's a good scout. Sometimes I wonder if I should just put the demics behind so they attract the Zerglings. Probably won't work though. I actually don't know if we have enough to take this out. Oh, we do. Uh-oh, I F2'd, didn't I? Alright, and this one canary we got? That'd be nice to put out here to detect if anything is coming. Oh no. What have I done? Whoop, 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 whoop. The only problem with doing a hold position is that you end up just getting destroyed by Hydras before you realize what's going on. Alright, let's get some chat labs up. There we are. That is a lot of mutas. Now, honestly, I've gotten burned more by sieging my Nareems than not sieging them. So maybe I'll try that this time. Definitely need to get some missile turrets up. For some reason the mutas, they just hit really hard in this mod. Alright, we're gonna have the siege side and the unsieged side. And we'll see how that works out. I don't know about this rescue operation. Could be a complete blunder. But as you can see, the shields are going up really quickly whenever you're just fighting a couple of zerglings or something. They're nearly impenetrable. But the second you fight a mass of hydras or roaches, oof, it's a bad time. Let's see if we can get this Canarian someplace useful. Ooh, that's good enough. Yep, exactly what I thought would happen, happened. Yeah, I did see that they now heal more against bio, which is nice. Oh, forgot to start these up. They went straight for the Kunber. That's kind of rude. But as you can see, even with their extra bio damage, the Demics really don't do that much to, anything. Although I did notice that they get +2/+2. I built the turret. What do you mean I built the turret? Of course I built the turret. How would I... There's always a muta attack coming from up here. And down here. Oh no, what am I doing? Demics can't even attack air. As you can see, this muta has free reign on our forces. When we're not, when we're in siege mode. Which is kind of brutal. Now these Kumbers, I have my doubts about them. Like, they're supposed to heal your mechanical units, which the Demics and Nareems currently are. However, they heal kind of slowly, unupgraded. They die. They have a very low amount of health until you upgrade them, of course. All right, everything's fully upgraded. Was that SCV? Huh. Oh no, it was this guy. Okay. Alright, let's go rescue the boys. Just gonna leave our whole defense open. Because that's smart, right? But are we really in a shortage of minerals on this mission? Alright, but now our base is under attack. That's no fun. Now, Coombers can repair buildings. On the other hand, SCVs cannot. Their repair ability has been removed. Which is kind of scary when you think about it. Luckily, the upgrades in this mod end up giving you a lot of regen, which is nice. Oh, Rogue Zergling, wreaking havoc on our forces. It is at this moment that we need a lot more production. And, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to siege up a few of these. Just make sure to not siege them all up together, because they will get destroyed by banelings. Absolutely get destroyed. Now I do need to make sure to keep a few demics in our mineral line over here-ish, because you do start getting dropped in on. And that's just part of this mission. I'm pretty sure it was the same way in vanilla. So apparently Coombers cannot repair buildings. You're just screwed. You're just screwed. Basically. Oh, Mr. Creep Tumor. Don't do me like that. So maybe we'll use patrol instead. Take a couple more demics down here. Not. Oh, our turrets got absolutely shreked. We need a bit more of these bad boys. Just for good measure. I imagine that means these are going to stand no chance as well. These stood no chance. At all. Alright, let's get that new and improved production going. And watch the minerals and the gas drain. Honestly, I've never held the 2 points. It's usually me ending up holding right here at the end, but we'll see how it works out. Oh man. They got Bob. How dare they? Oh no. This is what happens when you mass demics. They cut it really well though. So missile turrets have Hellstorm missile pods by default. That's all they have. Not sure what the upgrade level on these mutas are. Oh, our line got annihilated. That is not good. Put a few of these bad boys in siege mode. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, these are 2/2 Zerglings with what do you call that? Adrenaline glands. Is that what it's called? The attack speed increase? So we barely make it due to Banelinks, but we make it nonetheless. Now that's the first time that I did it on the first time. Just glad I didn't have to waste y'all's time restarting that mission over and over. The Canaries did everything. The real MVPs. Canaries and ladder and ladder. One second. Canaries and ladder would be incredible. It's basically an observer, except you get it early and it's cheap. Now let's look at these upgrades. The Kunber has a passive healing that you can unlock, as well as reducing the build time and doubling the energy regen, which sounds good and well, but they're mostly a defensive. They only work defensively in a combination with a large group of mechanical units. And at this point in the game, I found that they just die more often than not. The enemies run right by our defenses, kill the Kunbers, and then kill our defenses. But luckily in the next mission, which I usually do 2 missions later, we don't have to defend very much. Now Demics have the upgrades for shield capacitors, which basically has an auto cast ability to restore their shield when it depletes on a 20-second cooldown. That increases their survivability by a lot. As well as gaining 2 armor and doubling their shield generation. The Nareems, however, have one. I mean, this is okay. Unsieged Nareems get 20 life, but this is where they really shine. Doubles the target area in which they could defend in defender mode or siege mode. This is the big moneymaker in the early game. Although I've never tried mass Nareems with Tomback shields. Could be interesting. As a side note, when the Ultralists come, they do 12 damage, so might not be a bad deal to try and just mass Nareems. The next unit we're going to unlock is the Buyer Fats. Our Firebat alternative. I particularly like this unit. It just does so well holding a line. Alright. I think Swan is dyslexic. It's Buyer sir. As you can see on the Barfats, they have a ranged attack. They don't do as much damage, but this is the big thing they have. This unit's attacks leave fire on the ground, dealing damage to enemy units. So every time they attack, they leave an AoE on the ground, a puddle on the ground of fire. They also heal 2 hit points every 4 seconds, which is a decent regen. Provides a lot of not needing to worry about logistics. Where did our space doggy go anyway? So, if you haven't realized yet, the Demic holding a line with the fire fat, just putting a line of fire on the ground in front of them, works quite well. I always forget if there's minerals and resources down there. This is something that surprised me in this latest version. Zerg research right here. So you'll see that this objective goes to 4 out of 3 once we're done. And here's our second mercenary, the Basilisk. Now the Basilisk is cool because you can place these stim bots or these shield bots and it basically lasts forever. So the stim bot is basically stim pack, except buff in an area. There's our space doggy. And the shield bot reduces damage taken in an area permanently. So we could end up just making a road of stems, which is quite useful. Oh, that's a whoops. I thought you were just trying to make it to where by the time you were finished with this area, you had 5-5 in both research trees. Alright, I'm running a little slow here. Another ability with a lot of these mercenaries is you can remove them from the F2 hotkey, which is fantastic. Got a little supply block there. Get some extra barracks, some extra rab racks. I think I forgot to build an engineering bay last time I played this. Oh snap. Don't fall behind. Yeah, on this mission, with the Zerg not fielding any of its heavier units, the Barfats just annihilate everything. It's not as effective on roaches because they're armored, but endemics do a decent enough job. Let me... Now, it's not immediately obvious, but you can grab these Basilisk as well. Start building a road from the other side. Then you have Stimpack Road. Let's not miss out on our research. Trying to do all of this road building. Now, if you want, you can manually throw fire areas. I mean, it works. It's useful, but I end up not using it as much. And while it is nice to make like a to go over this road with the damage reduction as well. Oh no. This is where remove from F2 comes in. And you could make a shield road as well, but I usually don't. Oh, supply block is what's going on. Okay. You have some real good betting going on to see just how many times I get supply blocked. No! Leave it alone. Leave the Britneys alone. Alright, time for the other research. I got that research, right? Right? Totally missed it. Now the Demic Firebat Nerium combo is quite effective. It's basically everything the Nerium and Demic combo needed to save themselves from like mass zergling and whatnot. Alright, I guess we'll make the shield road here. I've never seen one of these damaged before. That's interesting. You can't click on it to see how much HP it has. Yeah, gee, I've tried sieging a lot of things, but on this mission, it seems that just running a mobile army works the best. I'm gonna split these guys up actually, for that reason alone. Oh boy. Last time I did this mission, I didn't lose anything. Or any transports anyway. Good thing the fires don't do friendly damage. Actually, the last time I did this mission had such a massive army that I attacked the left Zerg base, and there's a lot there, man. I don't think I could break that without sacrificing some colonists. Though I do want to go try these minerals. That would be quite the funny mission. I don't think our shield guy made it up here. Did we lose one? No, just didn't have enough energy probably. The cool thing about these basilisks is that they have nano heal. The bad news is that it's not auto cast, so I rarely use it. I'd probably follow the personnel carrier with it and attempt to micro it. That would likely be its best use. I'm sure someone with better micro than me would make much better use of them. Yeah, once you have enough biofats, it's just madness. The Zerg just run into a wall of fire. Oh my, the banelings did work. Let's get some nano heals on. First time I've ever used this skill. Ooh, should have double NG bait. Swedish there sure is taking a while. Now, biofats are one of the first bio units that you get. Everything up to this point was mechanical. You know what? I just realized a Coonbear might be really good in the mineral line. Ah, that makes sense. They definitely achieved that quite well. Now, some of the later mercenaries aren't so bad with APM. Like, it's like an air unit that can do like really strong single target damage ability, and that works really well. So I think we're gonna try and set up some defenses here, just a little bit. Siege this ramp. Alright, the rest of y'all come with me. Maybe y'all should go right here. And this could be the advanced force. Give some more fire fats. Because Zerg always come from here. They love that spot. Is that the Nidus worm? Look how close they have to get, even with the upgrade. Think y'all could calm down though? Go ahead. These guys have this. It was the Nidus worm. Okay, so that's where we're at. Let's go get the other one. And make sure we have enough for this one. don't exactly remember where it pops up, but it dies pretty quickly to Siege Nareems. Wow, this one's living for quite a bit longer than I expected. Will we have enough colonists? Uh-oh. Somebody has a death wish. Alright. Now this next mission is kind of difficult. I've never done it with Biofats. Usually do that mission first. So going against the Protoss with Biofats might be a bit easier. So we get the Canary for free. And Basilisks. You know, these buffs are probably really good. Especially on maps where you could set it up in your defenses. But I don't even know if we have a Merc compound yet or not for this next mission. Now this is an awesome buff. The Biofats heal allied bio units to enter the fire area at quite a bit. So in melee, they're basically healing themselves, which makes them basically unkillable. They're really good tanks. But it's very expensive. Gotta pay for that luxury. Since we're gonna go very infantry heavy on this run, at least at the beginning, we'll get it. The poor Demic, just ignored. Now we have the Ralmer. And now we're starting to get to where models are changed. I think this is a really fitting model because it's definitely a squishy marauder. Ooh. It's Friday night. Time to have a little drink. Just 1 second while I pour this nice bourbon whiskey. Have enough of this stuff, you might actually hear my accent come out. That's good stuff. Alright, so here is our next, and I think one of the better mercenaries, the Kruor. Now this bad boy, he could put turrets down. He could also put down these bots, and they reduce the attack range and now do damage per second to enemies in the area. And that is huge. So all those hydras that would attack you from down here, not anymore. And the other one just does the same thing to air. Kind of. It halves the move speed, as opposed to reduces the attack range. Oh wait, I'm sorry, as opposed to doing damage over time. Now here's our Duralmers. And they hit pretty hard. They're cheap, but they only have 60 HP. They do have the regen that all the other bio units have, so that's pretty nice. Failed to mention that the Kruger also has concussive shells, which can be useful in a defense. Oh, we do have mercs here. Okay. Usually this is the mission, just mass the Rommers. I mean, they're so cheap. And they get the job done. But this time we'll have Barfats in front of them. So this will be very interesting to see how that plays out. Still don't know how much HP these turrets have. They do pretty decent though, especially when you mass them up. You gotta have tea. You can't have an army without tea. It'll straight rebel. Not quite big enough of an army to go take that relic yet. Let's get a few more Doramers, some Barfats, then we'll make our way over there and handle that business of getting this relic over here. Now the Doramers have two upgrades. The first upgrade is gives them damage over time. Second upgrade gives them minus 10 max HP, but gives them +1 range, which is usually a good trade-off. Yep, we finally finished off CNC mod after what, 5 sessions? I was up to like 2 a.m. doing all in. That was brutal. I had to like bring my kid to daycare at 6 a.m. the next morning. I was like, oh no, what have I done? Alright, bar fats for days. Now we have our crewers pretty energied up. Could put some more defenses down. And from this point on, and for quite a few missions in the future, we'll be able to depend on the crewers for almost completely for our base defense, which is kind of nice because there's some I don't know, the defenses normally aren't that steady. They go down pretty quickly. Alright, we're fully saturated. Wait, what is this? I did not know that this crew was here. Sneaky boy. I don't know if I missed any other ones. As you can see, these turrets are just, they're holding their own. They regen. So just an overall nice tool to have. Until later in the game. Alright, let's see what we can do with Biofats. Or if Demics were the right call for this mission. Well, the Zealots go down quickly, but the Biofats seem to go down quickly as well. Ooh, we don't want to get all these bad boys Psy-stormed. Ooh! Those barriers go up. When those force fields go up, it's always a scary time. See, is he a light unit? He is. Let's see if we can just burn down this Templar. Oh, that's fighting dirty. Oh no, we're out of tea. The men are restless. Have a full-scale rebellion at any time. Oh. Let's go get our third crewer. Can't forget him. Oh boy. Sorry, my man. You're gonna have to wait outside the base for a little bit. Oh, we let them fight too. They have a pretty decent range. Could stay out of danger. Alright, let's get our new recruit in here. Maybe put some storm bots out. Never know when those pesky mutas will be back. The men have been appeased with their supply of tea. For now. As you can see, I really haven't been using the reams with their siege mode since the beginning, really. I mean, you could put them behind the turrets right here, and they do alright. But honestly, I'd rather just make more Derailmers. This is one part where I think Demics might do better. Because they're mechanical, so the Archon doesn't do as much damage to them. And they regen their shield, so that might have been the right move here, as opposed to Barfats. Oh no. There go our crewers. What will we do now? The good news is the Derailmers are amazing at killing these stone zealots. Alright, we might not have an option of not using the reams here, honestly. We'll try it anyway. Hopefully we can get away with it. Now, one thing to be noted, the Duralmers do not do well against a large amount of targets. They're really good for single target damage. But let's say you get attacked by a bunch of roaches, might not be a good deal. But against these stone zealots, they just absolutely melt. Alright. I'm not sure if the Barfats were better or the Duralmers are just that good. Alright, so far so good. Alright, now we have our first access to research. Now here's where things get interesting. So we have a Kunver upgrade. Got to increase their healing ability or increase their tankiness. Now, personally, I don't think this will help very much. This, on the other hand, does have quite a bit of an effect, so we'll go with this. And for the bio side, we have reduced the production time of bio units, or they gain 1 armor. Honestly, the production time isn't bad anyway, and 1 armor helped quite a bit, so we're gonna go with that. What's the next mission? Oh man, that para was thick. See if we can get the bug to happen again. No. Oh well. I think we're gonna go with Outbreak next, since Biofats do very well on this as well. These new Hellbats, these Lehions, are pretty decent. They're really good. But first, let's go check out the upgrades. So you can see the Duralmer's first upgrade is Hungry Jonages. And they basically gain a stacking dot, 3 damage per second, stacks up to 15. So 15 damage per second is quite significant to anything it hits. We'll definitely be looking into that. But let's just get this for now. I think Barfat's all we're going to need for this next mission. Alright, I will start this briefing and go get some water real quick. Be right back.
So what are we looking at, Doc?
Our readings indicate some kind of bio-infestation is spreading through the refugee camps. Even the buildings are being covered by it.
I've seen this kind of thing before. It's a Zerg virus. All we can do is burn it out. Every one of those infested buildings has to be destroyed.
But where are all the people? Oh no. Those things are infested refugees? This is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Alright, I am back. Whew, these bar fats. I can't wait to use them on Outbreak. They're just gonna be so good. Especially since the infested move slowly, they're just gonna be in that fire for so long. Not sure if they're gonna even be able to get close. Now, the cool thing about the reams on this mission is with their expanded radius. Now you gotta, I used to put them out here, but they get hit by infested Terrans over here. So you gotta move them back a little bit. And that's where they really shine. For over here, same deal. Oh, too far. There we go. These boys will take care of any that get too close. And we'll start up our chat labs, as well as our eco. Ooh, the sensor tower wasn't renamed. I bet you could come up with something hilarious for that. Now, contrary to my previous comments, the Basilisk would be really good for this mission. Put a couple of stem areas here, shield areas. Let the roasting commence. By the way, I don't know if y'all have noticed on the tags for my channel, um, is roast my gameplay and roasting allowed. So feel free to roast some of this gameplay. As you can see, they just walk through a line of fire and basically melt before they ever get close. But the real MVP in defending this is the Nareems, because you can stack them, and that gets kinda powerful. Especially right here. One of the first times I did this mission, I had to ask G, like, oh, is this broken? This wall never broke. He's like, no, your Nareems just prevented them from ever breaking it. I'm like, oh. Didn't realize they were that good. Time to start stacking our firepower up. Now these guys, when not moving, their armor is doubled. So they make great tanks in front of the Barfats. They also have the biological heal. And our +1 armor. Holy moly. 3 plus 3. That's kinda really strong. Alright, defend the Barfats. Oh no. I'm about to have a Boston Tea Party here.
Is that some sort of nest? You better destroy it.
Due to the fact that all the buildings on this mission are light, these units are going to have a field day. We'll make sure to make 2 NG bays this time. And these Lehians are quite cheap for what they do. There we go. Nice little defense right there. I don't think we're going to be able to get this one. But honestly, with the power of these units, I'd probably continue pushing if I had an adequate defense.
You should set some guards. They'll be coming again.
Guards. Guards, you say? Guess we'll have to move these guys up a little bit. Can't be giving the infested Marines free shots. And honestly, the Lehians are enough by themselves to really clear this map. Oh no. What have I done? Well, it looks like that was not the best position for these guys. Alright, let's go take our second base area. Although I'm pretty sure we're not going to take it. So the Lehians are bio and mech. So that means that they can be healed by Coonbers. However, they do have regen, so it's almost unnecessary. Just need to get our Nareem count up so they can defend properly. You can really just walk these guys in. I feel like they do a lot better that way. Otherwise, as you saw, they kind of get clogged up. These Lehians actually have a huge, like, pathing radius. I'm pretty sure I did this last time and lost a bunch of my stuff, but what are you gonna do, you know? The boss has time limits. Schedules to meet.
I'm not detecting any more infested structures in that sector, Jim.
Oh, 4 infestors. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this? This wasn't part of the contract. Ooh, another tea party about to pop off.
What is that thing? Was it human?
Ooh, the only armored unit. Yeah, only armored unit in this map. The aberration. A few Durammers would make quick work of it, but that would be too easy. Don't we just love the fire? It's the wall of fire. Besides that fact, the Lehians don't care about what armor type it is, which is quite nice. Now, a cool little thing you could do with the Barafats is I could just tell them to make little fire pits, little fire AoEs all over. Make this, um, I guess, damage over time area much larger. We're taking quite a bit of losses, aren't we? Yeah, the power of Nareems. Oh no. I can't believe you've done this. Alright, we'll keep a few guys down here just for strays. So this is the true power of the Nareem. Absolutely devastating. Now, honestly, we could probably add Nareems to the main mobile army now, just to back them up. Maybe put some Barfats in there. Because as you can see, although these guys do extra versus light, it still takes them a while to get through all these buildings. The Nareems, however, they cut through buildings quite quickly. These Lehions, they actually produce very quickly. As quick as a Nareem, faster than all of these units. Once again, I think we're going to stay out at night, especially to finish this little bit off. Shouldn't be that big of a problem. Now, I may be completely inaccurate about that and lose half my army again, but got deadlines to meet. The boss says, let's get this under control. So that's what we're going to do.
I'm not detecting any more infested structures in that sector, Jim.
But there's an infester over here. Little bugger's hiding. Wakey, wakey. See if we can get these two armies merged. Yeah, this is just utter devastation. This may be a problem. If we could lure him back into the Nareem's fire. Yeah. There we go. Make sure to keep these guys closer to the ring of fire here, so that doesn't happen again. Even with all those Nareems firing, things still break through. I mean, how many are right here? I guess it's not that many. What? Oh, some of these must have died to infested Terrans. Oh, it does, doesn't it? Let me fix that real quick. Where is the option for that? They sure don't make it easy to find what you need here. Oh, here we are. Alright. Stream name updated. Oh, this doesn't bode well. Hopefully daybreak comes soon. 5 seconds. We're gonna need it. Wow. The entire squad right here just died. That is definitely not good. Glad that's not burning. It's the Boston Tea Party all over again. Just walking on in. Really like to take this area out first on this mission. I don't know why, but it's always giving me trouble. I want to make sure to stay on the ream production. Let's go get prepared to get the final infestor. Hopefully we have enough Nareems here to hold. Or we could be in for a rough night. Here too, actually. Oh boy. Let's see if we can get a little bit of extra firepower down right here. There we go. Now things are melting. Like my units up here. Jeezums. Mr. Infestor, you are not safe here. There we go. Ruh-roh. We need enhanced firepower here. This seems to be a sufficient amount. Wow. Yeah, they're really going to town. These Nareems are just going ham. Oh, this doesn't bode well. This army is a lot smaller than it was before. Yeah, we're gonna just retreat these guys back into the base. We don't need to be out at night anymore. Whoa. That was a lot of cash. Alright, we're gonna make sure this is absolutely defended. That should be enough. I'd be concerned if it wasn't. It looks. These guys are a little exposed. Alright, we're pulling all the stops out here. It's clearing time. Now the question is, how fast can a lot of Nareems clear all of this? Apparently they're doing a very good job of it. That's not quite a good idea. There it is. Yeah, we got this. With 13 damage per shot, can't really go wrong. Let's watch this stutter step. Oh my goodness. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is not good. But the siege mode is just too strong. Alright. That could have been bad. Alright, so now we have the Lehions. And if I remember correctly, their upgrades are really good. So they can get the Labat, which is basically the Helion. and they get their extra damage radius and damage versus light, which would have been nice on the last mission, but it's still really strong. Now we get missile turret armor, and the missile turret can gain long range, huge damage, uh, single missile. So that combined with their AoE is actually pretty strong. It'll be very useful in the next mission, which is the old Goliath mission, I think. But we got some new research, so let's go see what we have. We have Mercenary Panas. You gain +2 strat per mission. Strat is used to summon mercenary units, so you are quite limited in how many mercenaries you can summon, and if you lose them, well, there's no cooldown or anything to regen the whatchamacallit, the charges for it. Once you use it, it's over. Or we can get +1 regen per second for bio units, making them heal even faster. Yeah, I really don't use mercenaries, I'm gonna be honest. There's already enough to micro as far as the normal unit composition. Oh, we're not even to the Goliath mission yet. Alright, so now we get to see the crown jewel of Lings of Liberty, the Pairer. This unit's an absolute monster. I guess the only time you'll see an infantry just taking down ultras like they're made of paper. It's a nice change of pace from the usual case. Ooh, I should have unlocked crewers. What a blunder. Well, I guess we're using the Marines for defense this time. Oh, we got 4G. Now the cool thing about Pairers is that they can build 4G towers, which have an absolute abysmal weapon speed, but the damage is undeniable. Wait, can I just walk up this now? Very nice. Now the cool thing about Nareems with their expanded radius upgrade is they can now cover themselves. Oh yeah, the Pairers. So the Pairer is a unit that has grapple, and it has pair barrier, has 10 shield, and it only takes 1 damage per hit. So basically against anything big and damaging, it dominates. Against anything small and fast, it kind of gets destroyed quickly. Their damage, however, is geared towards massive units, which really makes them huge. As you can see, the shield goes down pretty quickly against lings and hydras. But against something like an ultralisk, it absolutely melts it. Or, for instance, the brutalisk.
Just a reminder, sir. The more minerals we expend on forces, the longer it's gonna take to reach our goal. Try to be economical.
Did I get the minerals up there? Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright, y'all just stay up there. The scary thing about this mission is that they're now, since you have pairs, they're now ultralisks. And if you're not there to defend, it can go poorly real quickly. Alright, let's go see what these guys do to the brutalisks, shall we? Well, as soon as we clear all these zerglings. Oh, this isn't good. Oh no. Come on guys, speed it up. Oh, we're gonna lose the CC. Or not. So I guess it only burns in the air. That's very interesting. I think these lings here are specifically here to prevent you from just doing the brutalist dirty. Because, yeah, the brutalist doesn't stand a chance against these guys. An absolute slaughterfest. Oh, look at this. Some high ground minerals. Oh, that command center is done. Done. He is screwed. Too bad there's no unit to complement the pair. Yet. These lings just aren't playing today. I don't think we're lifting this one anymore. And they can keep those minerals. We're going to get these easy minerals over here. Try and get some decent defenses up. As you can see, they can handle a slow attacking unit like a roach pretty quickly, pretty easily. However, the biggest problem is that we just don't have any static defense. It makes the campaign much harder than it needs to be. Oh man, creep just doesn't disappear. Oh no, what did we do? Oh, this is quite the problem, isn't it? Are there creep tumors here or something? Oh, I have towers now. Ah, the 5G tower. The bootleg 4G tower. Where? Oh, I don't have the engineering bay. That would help a lot. These 5G towers, these towers are quite expensive though. Oh no. This is the end. Oh, we'll just build over here. This seems to be an easier position to defend, especially if we can get this creep gone. Yep, that's a wrap. Alright, the first rip of the series. It's to be expected. Alright, we'll start from right here. Oh man, I should definitely got all this situated before saving. Alright. Gonna get those towers up ASAP. There's straight skill issue. No cap. Pretty sure the Ultralisk has splash though. This is probably a really bad idea. Alright, so this time we'll just center these defenses around this. It should handle the ultras, and the Marines should handle everything else. This 5G tower just got really damaged really quickly. Too quickly. Alright, we can just mine that out. Why not? Take some Marines to handle the links. Oof. Kunvers can, however, heal towers. It's an interesting distinction. Barfat would be really good here. They're quite expensive. Oh, it's already dead. Whoops. Alright then. Well, I guess we'll just take the boys over. I remember the first time I did this mission, these were like 9,000 minerals. And I just sat there and mined it out. You can get busy building the NG bay. Oh no. Now this went quite differently, didn't it? Alright, hopefully we could detect this tumor. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now each one of these minerals have quite a bit, so we're gonna have a good time here. Then we can mine this out. We might even have enough after that. The 5G towers, they do 40 damage with a weapon speed of 5. Oh, a lifted CC can be healed. I'm saving before I try that. Nice. That's a very interesting condition in order to heal. Alright, and we could probably just go get the rest of the pairs now. Take out the enemy bases, you know, the usual. I don't know if this will be enough to handle it all, though, honestly. I don't know if it's just me, but the splash on the ultra attack seems to be pretty high compared to normal. I've always wondered what these guys are shooting. It's like these big green blobs. Reminds me of like the oil pots from the old like Roman base games. Alright, this Seems to be a pretty decent squad. I missed some pairs here. Just minerals. Wow, all those Coonvers and CC still isn't healed. Oh, they shoot pairs. That makes a whole lot of sense. I did not connect that before. And let's see if you guys can sneak over here and do some long distance mining. Also, pairs are mechanical, so they can be healed, which is nice. Wasn't expecting to have to go back for repairs so soon. I have my doubts of these Marines being able to handle like any amount of mutas. Ultras just melt. Honestly, even if I just had a large amount of Nareems, these ultras would melt because their armor does nothing anymore. With the Nareem doing 13 damage per shot. Oh. Where did that ultra come from? Alright, maybe not the best rally point. Oof. Rip. Oh, yeah, I should get out of here. Oh, don't do it! Guys are crazy. Some wild and crazy guys. Yeah, we're just not gonna deal with that. Yeah, once the pairs hit critical mass, it's just press F for the Zerg. Even the counter to the pair at the Zergling just doesn't even stand a chance anymore. And then the Mutalisk shows up, and the Nareems are dead. So we're getting out of here. Later. I'm out. We'll be back. That should be enough Nareems to finish this off and collect all this. Is what I would like to believe. Side note, the pair can, I guess you could say, kind of like pair up. And they could attack air. The amount of ultras that get sent at me is comical. This should just about do it. Just a little bit more. Maybe I can get it up here. Not sure if there are any more resources up here, but I guess we're gonna find out. Rip Marines. Nope, we're either gonna have to long distance mine. I guess at this point I could probably drop it over here. Guess I spent too much on the reams. So we're just gonna head back and defend. Well, I guess don't need to do that. Oh. What do you know? Just a couple more trips and we got it in the bag. Didn't miss any resource pickups, I assume. Alright, well, we're just gonna yeet these units in, see what happens. Alright. Only one restart? Not bad, not bad. And we're back to the bridge. Ooh, looks like we got some new research. The Drapator, and the Hercules. So here we have the anti-armor specialist that can cloak temporarily. And here we have the Hercules, which does its normal thing, heals bio, only recharges energy at the fusion cowl, built at the starport. If I'm not mistaken, this thing has an upgrade or something that allows you to produce units from it, and it produces units way faster. Might be a different mod that I'm thinking of. But we're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold off on that. I think this will be it for tonight. I'll probably continue this either tomorrow night or Monday night. So thanks for showing up, and I look forward to doing more of this updated campaign. Y'all have a good night.